Good day everyone, I'm J.Berber from BSE-E2C and welcome to ES243, the Environmental Science and Engineering. And I would like to introduce to you my fellow classmates, Mr. A.T.Azaracon and Mr. R.C.Manuzon para samahan tayo ngayon dumiscover ng mga bagay-bagay na maaaring hindi nyo pa alam tungkol sa topic natin ngayon. So, our topic for today is about, zoom out ka lang. Is about taxonomy. So, ano nga ba ang taxonomy? Ang taxonomy daw ay, ang ibig sabihin daw ay isang proseso ng pagpapangalan at pag-uuri ng isang organismo sa isang grupo na may mas malaking sistema na batay sa pagkakaparehas at pagkakaiba. Ito yung example ng taxonomy natin. Taxonomy of living things. From species to genus to family to order, class, phylum, kingdom, and domain. Next is the ecosystem interactions. Habitat is a place where living things live, typically a shelter. Niche is the role of the living things in the environment. It has three parts: finding food, finding shelters, and mate. The community interactions. Competition is when organisms eat the same food. Predation is when one organism eats another. Symbiosis is when two species live together. So, ito example ng community interaction. Competition is when eat the same food. Example ng competition dyan is the foxes and hawks. So, para silang kumakain ng rabbits, squirrels, mice. Ayan, kaya may arrow sila. Pwede silang mag-compete sa iisang pagkain, no? And next is the predation naman. Is when one organism eats another. Ito yung example niya. One organism eats another. Yung toads na pwedeng kainin ng snakes. And yung snakes naman, pwede rin siyang kainin ng insectivorous birds. When eats another. Yun yung example ng predation. And the last is the symbiosis, when two species live together. Example nito yung rabbits, squirrels, mice, seed-eating birds, herbivorous insects. Pwede sila ay tumitira sa grass. Pare-para silang pwedeng tumira sa grass. Kaya example sila ng symbiosis. Next is the three types of symbiosis. Commensalism is a type of relationship when one of the organisms benefit greatly from the symbiosis. Parasitism is when one organism benefits from the relationship but at the expense of the other. Mutualism is close relationship when both parties benefit. Both species will benefit from the relationship and many of these relationships are long-lasting. This is the simple example. For mutualism, we have positive. Both silang nagbe-benefit for each other, the flower and the bees. Both silang may benefit sa isa't isa. The commensalism naman, this is the example, the shark and the small fish. Example nito yung remora na small fish and yung shark. By attaching itself to the shark, the remora that is carried along by the shark, allowing the remora to travel to different areas without having to expend its own energy to swim. The shark is completely unaffected by the remora's presence. So, yung isa naman nagbe-benefit, pero yung isa unaffected. The next one is the parasitism. Example nito yung mosquitoes and humans. By sucking the blood of humans, yung mosquito nakakain sila ng food nila, and tayo naman by that negative tayo doon, no? Pwede pa tayong magkasakit by that mosquito. Baka pa tayo dengue doon. Kaya siya tinawag na parasitism. Next is the food chain and the food web. Food chain is a diagram that shows how food energy moves from one organism to another in a given environment. And the food web is the natural interconnection of food chains and generally graphical representations of what is what in an ecological community. In short, it is the totality of interacting food chains in an ecological community. Totality siya ng interacting of food chains. So, ito yung example for food chain. Meron tayong decade detrivores, soil decay detrivores, plants, herbivores, primary predators, secondary predators. For food web naman, ito siya. Next is the food chain versus food web. So, yung food chain, ito, parang isang cycle lang siya. From grass to grasshopper, mice, to snake, and hawk, and to fungi. Pag namatay na yung hawk, pwede siyang magde-decay na siya. Kaya, fungi yung kalalagyan niya. Then, yung food web, para siyang pinagsama-samang cycle ng food chain. So, grass, rabbit, fox, and pwede rin siyang kainin ng hawk. Yung snake din, pwede rin siyang kainin ng hawk. And, ito, isang cycle siya, diba? And pwede rin siya maging isang cycle dito. Kaya sama-sama siyang cycle ng food chain. Next is the classification of animals according to their diet. Carnivores, omnivores, herbivores. Familiarize naman na tayo dito siguro. Animals that mainly feed on the meat or of the other animals. Example nito is the wolves, big cats, spiders, owl sharks, praying mantis, crocodiles. Next is the omnivores, animals that are biologically able to eat both plants and meat. Includes humans, dogs, pigs, bears, hedgehogs, chickens. Next, herbivores, or animals that only eat plants. Example nito is elephants, horses, pandas, cows, sheep, iguanas, geese, and butterflies. So next, classification of living things. In science, the practice of classifying organisms is called taxonomy, yung diniscuss natin kanina. And ang nag-develop daw ng modern taxonomic system is si Carolus or Carl Linnaeus. He used simple physical characteristic of organisms to identify the differentiate between different species, and it is based around genetics. So, that's all muna, and lipat tayo kay next na magre-report. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is A.T.Azaracon from BSE 2C, and I'm going to report the taxa in hierarchical order. Taxa in hierarchical order. So the first one is the domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. So ano nga ba the three domains? So the first one is Archaea, also called as bacteria. Archaea bacteria consists of Archaea bacteria. Bacteria which live in extreme environments. The kingdom Archaea belongs to this domain. So ano nga ba ang Archaea? Ang Archaea is unicellular prokaryotic and microorganism na naiiba sa bacteria sa kanilang genetics, biochemistry, at ecology. Ang ilang Archaea ay mga extremophile, naninirahan sa mga kapaligiran na may napakataas o mababang temperatura o matinding kaasinan. Ang Archaea lamang ang kilala na gumagawa ng methane. So the second one is Eobacteria. Eobacteria consists of more typical bacteria found in everyday life. The kingdom Eobacteria belongs to this domain. Ang Eobacteria ay mga prokaryotic microorganism na binubuo ng isang cell na walang nucleus at naglalaman ng DNA ay isang solong circular chromosome. Ang Eobacteria ay maaari maging gram-negative o gram-positive. Mayroon silang pang-ekonomiya, agrikultura, at medical na kahalagahan. Kabilang sa mga ito ang E. coli, Lactobacillus, at Azoospermillum. At ang Eobacteria kingdom, Eobacterium sa Latin, ay binubuo ng mga single-celled na organismo at tulad ng Archaeobacteria, ang mga species ng kingdom na ito ay walang nuclear membrane. Ang mga species sa loob ng kingdom na ito ay nag-iiba dahil ang ilan ay may kakayahang gumawa ng kanilang sariling pagkain at ang iba ay dapat maghanap ng kanilang pagkain. So, the third one is eukaryote. Eukaryote encompasses most of the world's visible living things. The kingdoms Protists, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia fall under this category. So, sinasabi lang dito na sumasaklaw ito sa karamihan ng nakikitang buhay ng mga bagay sa mundo. Ang mga kingdoms Protists, Fungi, Plantae, at Animalia ay nasa ilalim ng kategoryang ito. Ang eukaryote ay tumutukoy sa alinman sa mga single-celled o multicellular na organismo na ang cell ay naglalaman ng isang natatanging membrane-bound nucleus. Ang mga organismo tulad ng mga hayop, halaman, fungi at mga protista ay mga halimbawa ng mga eukaryote. Dahil ang kanilang mga cells ay nakaayos sa mga struktura na tinatawag na organelles tulad ng nucleus. So, the six kingdoms. So, first one is the Animalia Kingdom. Animalia constitutes all animals. Amongst the 5 kingdoms, the largest kingdom is the Animal Kingdom. So, ano nga ba ang Animalia Kingdom? Ang Animalia Kingdom ay ang isang malaking grupo na binubuo ng eukaryotic, multicellular na mga organismo na heterotrophic sa kalikasan. Dahil dito, nakuha nila ang kanilang nutrisyon mula sa mga panlabas na mapagkukunan. So Plantae. The kingdom Plantae includes organisms that range in size from tiny mosses to giant trees. So, ang Kingdom Plantae includes all the plants. Ang mga ito ay eukaryotic, multicellular at autotrophic na mga organismo. Ang plant cell ay naglalaman ng matibay na cell wall. Ang mga halaman ay may chloroplast at chlorophyll pigment na kinakailangan para sa photosynthesis. Plants are living organisms that cover much of the land of the planet Earth. You see them everywhere. They include grass, trees, flowers, bushes, ferns, mosses, and more. Plants are members of the kingdom Plantae. So, Protists, the third kingdom, was introduced by the German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1866 to classify microorganisms which are neither animals nor plants. Since protists are quite irregular, this kingdom is the least understood and the genetic similarities between organisms in this kingdom are largely unknown. For example, some protists can exhibit properties of both animals and plants. So, ano nga bang protists? Protists are a diverse group of organisms that are either unicellular or multicellular without highly specialized tissues. They could be viewed as those eukaryotes that could not be classified as one of the other cell types. They include the one-celled animal like protozoa, one-celled algae, slime molds, and water molds. Fungi. Fungi are organisms which obtain food by absorbing materials in their bodies. Mushrooms and molds belongs in this kingdom. Originally, they were part of the plant kingdom but were recategorized when they were discovered not to photosynthesis. So, fungi, singular, fungus. So, ano nga bang fungi? Fungi are a kingdom of usually multicellular eukaryotic organisms that are heterotrophs, cannot make their own food, and have important roles in nutrient cycling in an ecosystem. Fungi reproduce both sexually and asexually, and they also have symbiotic associations with plants and bacteria. So, Eobacteria. Eobacteria are bacteria made up of small cells which differ in appearance from the organism in the above kingdoms. They lack a nucleus and cell organelles. They have cell walls made of peptidoglycan. So, napaliwanag ko ito sa 3 domains. So, susunod ay Archaea or Archaebacteria, are bacteria which live in extreme earth environments such as salt, lakes, or hot, acidic springs. These bacteria are in their own category, as detailed studies have shown that they have unique properties and features. Example, unusual leafages that are not found in any other organism, which differ them from other bacteria and which allow them to live where they live. Their cell walls are lack peptidotog glycan. So, napaliwanag ko na rin ito dun sa 3 domains. Ang myobacteria ay may mga prokaryotic microorganism na binubuo ng isang cell na walang nucleus at naglalaman ng DNA ay isang solong circular chromosome. Ang bacteria ay maaaring maging gram-negative at so, naulit lang. Yun lang. So, yun lang po. Thank you.
The 9 major animal phylum with a total of 36. In addition, we have a classification of animals, so you can take a screenshot of this so you have a notes for better understanding. The first one under the 9 major animal phylum is the phylum Porifera, approximately 10,000 species. The phylum Porifera comprises the sponges. Sponges are simple invertebrate animals that live in aquatic habitats. So as you can see in the picture, this is the kind of phylum Porifera. They are found in shallow ocean environments to depths as great as 5 kilometers. All adult sponges are sessile, meaning they live permanently attached to rocks or other submerged objects and do not move about on their own. The second one is the phylum Cnidaria, approximately 11,000 species, aquatic invertebrate animals that have a hollow digestive cavity opening. Body symmetry radial. Example is the jellyfishes, corals, sea anemones, hydras, and Portuguese man of wars. So meaning like in the jellyfish, sila yung may mga same opening or mouth and same na nilalabasan ng food nila. Mouth and anus, magkaparehas lang ng nilalabasan at pinapasukan ng foods. To continue about this topic, we have Mr. R.C.Manuzon to clarify and explain everything about the 9 major animal phylum. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is R.C.Manuzon. Number 3, phylum Platyhelminths, approximately 25,000 species, aka flatworms, lacks a column and other body cavities, can be found in marine or fresh water. Body symmetry, bilateral, tapeworms. Number 4, phylum Nematoda, approximately 80,000 species, aka the roundworms. Very long and narrow. Body symmetry, bilateral, ascaris. Number 5, phylum Annelida, approximately 17,000 species. Oblong bodies that have segments divided by externally by swallow rings. Body symmetry, bilateral, earthworms. Number 6, phylum Mollusca, approximately 85,000 species. One of largest phyla composed of many diverse organisms. All have a soft body structure composed of 3 parts: bilateral, broadly, octopus, snails, oyster. Number 7, phylum Enchindordermata, approximately 17,000 species. Winsleysky dwells at the bottom of the starfish, sea lilies, sea urchins. Number 8, phylum Arthropoda, approximately 3,700,000 species. Has joined appendage body extension that give them wide angle of controlled motion. Most successful because they are the most diverse, living in a great range of habits. Body symmetry, bilateral, lobster, crabs, spiders. Number 9, phylum Chordata, approximately 43,700 species. Has external skeletal rod, a complete digestive system, ventral heart, a closed blood system, and tails. Body symmetry, bilateral, shark, fishes, lizards, lizard frogs, humans. Phylum Chordata, classes, Amphibia, Reptilia, apes, fish, mammalia. Classes under phylum Chordata. Class Agnatha, which are the lampreys. They do not have jaws, are L-shaped, prey on fish, and have larval forms which are different from the adults. Number 2, class Amphibia, are frogs especially go through metamorphosis. Their eggs have no egg shell, so the sperm can swim through the water to the eggs. And the embryos most developed in water. Amphibians are cold-blooded. Class apes is the birds a key characteristic of birds is that they have feathers. Birds are warm-blooded. Birds' vision is the best of all vertebrates. Soaring hawks can spot small mice scrambling through the grass in a field or below them. Number 4, class Chondrite size, which include shark and rays. They have a cartilage skeleton, not bones. They are not buoyant like other fish, so they must swim or sink. They are cold-blooded. Number 5, class Mammalia, is the mammals. Key characteristic of mammals are the presence of fawn hair and mammary glands, derived from the modified sweat glands which produce milk for the young. Mammals are warm-blooded. Class Ostrich ties is the bunny fish. This is the most numerous of all vertebrate classes. They are cold-blooded. Their bladder is an air sac used to control buoyancy. Thus, unlike the shark, bunny fish can hold still at any depth and not sink. Most fish we eat are in this class: salmon, seaweed, tuna, etc. Number 7, class Reptilia. Snakes, turtle, crocodiles, and lizards. Reptiles have scales and are dry to the touch. Their eggs have leathery shell. Reptiles are cold-blooded. Reptiles need less food energy to live and live longer than comparable size mammals. Class Mammalia, 4,400 species mammals classified into more than 20 orders. One of each includes humans. Live on every continent and in every ocean. Some can fly, some are exclusive aquatic. Mammal taxonomy. Class Mammalia, subclass Theria, infraclass Eutheria, order Rodentia, order Chiroptera, order Insectivora, order Carnivora, order Primates, order Artiodactyla, order Lagamopa, order Cetacea, order Peresdactyla, order Serenia, order Proboscidea. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you learned something and see you on our next video. Bye!